Hello, beautiful friends. Did everybody have an amazing weekend? So today we're going to be doing a full face of Moira. When I did my decluttering video, I can't believe how many people mentioned pull the Moira palette out, and keep that. So it did inspire me to go over to their website because I haven't been over there in like forever. And honestly, their prices are so reasonable. And it's such a shame that more people don't talk about this brand because in the past, I have tried a lot of their products and I really did enjoy them, but you kind of forget about them because they're not in the stores and you have to go online and you have to wait. But I will say that my package came relatively quickly. But that's what we're going to be doing today. I have a lot of new products. If you want to see those in action, please continue watching because we're about to get into all that right now. Okay, so like I mentioned, I have a full face of products, and when I went over there, they have a lot of new products that I really hadn't seen in action or anything. So I'm super excited to test those out. Now, the only thing that I didn't purchase new was, I believe, a foundation because I really didn't see anything new over there as an foundation. But so I already had my foundation, so I'm super excited to use that again. But this is what it came in, this really cute pink packaging here. So hopefully everything is intact and nothing broke, but there is a lot of products. And like I said, my products came relatively quickly. I want to say it was less than a week, but I live in Arizona and these came from Los Angeles. So that's not too far away. So I don't know how long it really takes, but for me, it wasn't long. But these are all, or this is all the products that I did purchase. So I'm just going to unpackage everything here and we're going to get started. Okay, I am so excited. Let's dive into these products here. And I believe I do have pretty much a full face here. The only thing I didn't purchase is a lip liner. I don't know why I didn't do that, but that is the only thing that I did not pick up. Okay, so the palette that inspired this video is this here. It's the Moira Time to Shine. I honestly don't know why I did decide to declutter this. I believe honestly it's because how bulky it is. As you can see, it just takes up a lot of room. But from what I can remember, I did like the formula a lot and I love these shades. So I'm so happy that you guys told me to take that back out of the bag because this one kind of was, I was like, I don't know if I want to declutter that. So I'm really happy that I did pull that back out. And I did purchase another palette, which I don't understand why I did. The only reason why I think I did is because it's very similar to my Morphe one, the Nude Ambition that I absolutely love that I heard is discontinued. So this is the new palette. It's called Sugar Delight. So let's take a look at it. And I think what I'm going to do is just incorporate both of the palettes. That way I can see the formula on both. But this is the palette here. So yeah, very simple, neutral, and there's really only one shimmer. So I'm so happy I did pull that out. Okay, so let's get started. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. I'm so excited. Okay. So I did pick up a new, this is called the Lasting Primer Cream Shadow. I love these. It's a 2-in-1 primer and eyeshadow. So you could basically use it just as your primer or maybe possibly go out the door. And I got mine in this shade 02 Beige. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's very similar to, what did I purchase not too long ago? It was a cream shadow. So that's what it kind of looks like. And let's, see how it feels. It's pretty creamy. And let's see how it does cover the lid. Ooh, I like this. It's really nice. It's a little bit more creamier than the other one I just purchased. What one was that? I'm going to have to look here in a second. Oh, it wasn't a purchase. I just brought it out of my collection. It was by Miss AOA. So that one, it was pretty nice and it worked great as a primer. But this one is just a little bit more creamy. And as you can see, it does, conceal all of the discoloration and the lid. Now, the only thing is this one does look a little bit more yellow. So did you guys do anything fun over the weekend? Daryl and I have been laying really low ever since our 35th wedding anniversary when we went up to Sedona. Amanda had gone out of town, so Kurt was by himself. So he came over last weekend. Oh boy, that is yellow. He came over last weekend and we spent some really nice time with him now. Let me just tell you, I was not, having the best of time. I mean, I always have a great time when he's around, but they were watching Marvel movies the whole time. And honestly, I was kind of watching them too. You just get kind of caught into it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. But we do have a lot of plans coming up. And I'll talk about that a little bit through this video. We have to get through this. We have a lot of stuff. Okay, so let me look at both palettes. I'm going to see where I want to start. Let's start with the new palette here. And I'm just going to place this shade right here all over the lid. Again, I like doing that, especially if I'm not familiar with a new primer. And this one does seem a little tacky. So I'm just going to place that on a super fluffy brush and just put that all over the lid. Yeah, and that applied really nice. There is a lot of pigment to that shade, believe it or not. So I was just looking at this palette, and it's more of a cool tone, a neutral palette, if you ask me. Like this one here is almost like a grayish shade here. So yeah, I really like that because I do love a cool tone palettes. Okay, now let's go into this one here that you guys wanted me to pull out. And I think I'm going to go into that shade right there. And I'm going to pack that on my, what is this? The Angie Hot and Flashy 503. And let's just place that. Ooh, that is really nice. I could tell immediately as soon as I placed it on my lid, it just seems very soft. It's not super, my hair, you guys. I am getting this cut and I'm a little nervous about it. Actually, tomorrow I'm getting it cut and I'm really debating what to do with this hair. The bob is really in style right now. And I am tempted to go there, but I don't know. It's gotten so long that I'm a little nervous about that. But anyway, back to this palette and this shade. I cannot even tell you. Wow, thank you so much, you guys, for making me go back into that bag and pull this out. I mean, look how beautifully that blended out. Like I said, it's just very soft and just glides right over the lid. So yeah, this weekend, I don't think we have much planned either. The time this goes out, the weekend would be done. Daryl has to work one Saturday a month here. He hasn't done that in a very long time. So it's something that we've had to get used to. But so yeah, when he works on Saturday, he's really tired. So he just comes home and we don't do much on those weekends. So yeah, this weekend we really don't have anything planned. But next weekend is the kids' 4th wedding anniversary. I think I thought it was the 5th for some reason. No, it's the 4th. And we're going to go out to a nice dinner, and it's one of those hibachi dinners, and we love those. And then we're going to go to the casino after, and then on Sunday, Daryl and I are going to one of those staycation, the pool things. We absolutely love doing that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go into this shade. I was debating between this one and this one, but let's just try that more cool tone. I'm just going to place that right above this one just to kind of smooth out those lines here. And what I think I'm going to do here is also take this really, I don't know, dense flat brush here. And I'm going to go into, let's see, this shade right here, this really light shade. Again, I know I sound like a broken record for those who are here all the time, but I like packing that on this and placing it really close to my brow bone. As you can see what I did there. Yeah, it looks kind of scary. But then I go back into that one shade, and when I kind of mix the two, it just makes that perfect shade and just really blends out everything to get, make it look super, super seamless. Yeah, as you can see what that did there, it just has still that lightness around the brow, but it's not super like a choppy look there. So again, let me show you what I do. I just place that really thick up against the brow there. And then I can go into that one shade and pack quite a bit on there and not be super intimidated. And again, just go right above that first shade and blend it into that really light shade for a seamless look. Oh boy, I'm really debating on where I want to take this look because this palette, this is going to be perfect for fall time because I love these greens here, these here, and I was debating between going to the green or more of a pink look. So since it is still a summer, let's stay more a little summery and more bright here. So where I think I'm going to go now is actually back into this palette. And let's try this shade right here. Sometimes those really deep chocolatey shades are super dry and they just don't blend. Ooh, nope, this one is not. These are so good. I cannot even believe I don't know. More people really need to talk about these palettes. I mean, it is like the perfect, honestly, formula. I honestly haven't found a palette this easy to work with in a very long time. And then I was looking at this palette really closely. This is actually a shimmer as well. So there are two shimmers in this palette, but yeah, that was super easy. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go back into this palette here and just add a little bit of, I don't know, this is like a burgundy shade. So again, that is a shade that used to really bother my eye, but lately it's been pretty good. And I'm just going to place this really in the outer corner of the lid here and just deepen that up. Oh, it's a beautiful shade though. I really do like that. Again, I'm finding that it's not patchy whatsoever. It blends just seamlessly. You guys, this hair, I'm telling you, it is out of control. Okay, so again, yeah, it's really pretty. And I don't know if I mentioned it. This palette here, it has like all these, like, I don't know, designs in each of the palettes here. Hopefully you guys can see that there's just like these little, I don't know, I just love those little final touches. So this shade is actually called Spotlight, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be really pretty in the fall time. I can honestly see like this shade being the color of the year or it needs to be because it is really pretty. So hopefully you guys can see what that did. It just kind of brightened the look a little bit. Let me just swatch it for you and you can see how easy this blends in, and look at that. Yeah, these blend out just absolutely beautifully. Okay, so I honestly think this is all that's needed for this look. I just want to kind of do something simple because we have a lot of products to try out. And I think I do have something kind of shimmery and I might be adding that to the look. But let's just go here, something really simple right now. Again, yeah, I'm looking at some products and I think I'm going to have to go pretty mild. Ooh, with the shimmers. Ooh, that was super, super creamy. Here is the shade here. Oh, that is so pretty. That's like a, yeah, this is more like a rose, a gold, I think. Um, oh, it's hard to tell. It looks like a little purple. Now, this one isn't super glittery. This is more like a really pretty satin finish with some glitter in it, but yeah, I really do like that. So this one is just very subtle, light, and pretty, which is actually going to work out perfect, I think, with the other products I purchased. And let me just tell you, I've been meaning to say, I'm going to put like the prices all along here, but their, makeup is super affordable. I honestly think I didn't spend hardly over $100 here, and I have, like I said, a full face of makeup and then some. Okay, I did purchase two eyeliners here. One is a liquid eyeliner and it's a double-ended gel. Oh, I don't know, gel and, oh yeah, gel and liquid. Now this one is in black, and I also did purchase a gel eyeliner in brown. So I'm debating between the two. Oh, it's hard. I don't know, maybe we'll use both, but let's go into this one first. And ooh, this is really a nice, it has a little bit of weight to it. And again, one end looks like, yeah, it is just a pencil gel liner. So let's just test how long these last. I could tell it's very creamy, just glided right across my hand here. And then this one here is the liquid eyeliner. Now, the only thing with this one is I don't know about that tip. We're going to see. Sometimes if they're just too flimsy, I kind of like something a little bit more firm. Yeah, if they're too flimsy, it's just a little harder for me to work with. Okay, and then this shade here is in dark brown. It's called the Statement Gel Liner. And I'm going to be telling you guys if there's anything special about it, if they're supposed to be super long wearing or something like that. Maybe I'll place it around here, or maybe we're just going to test it and see for ourselves. Okay, so, and this is the brown shade. Ooh, that is really pretty. It's very deep and chocolatey, like I love. And again, very creamy, and ooh, I love the feel of how that felt on my hand. Okay, so let's go into the liquid eyeliner here and see how it does apply across the lid here and see if it's easy to work with. Yeah, you know what? It's not too flimsy. It's going on very easily. And I'm just going to place that right towards my lash line. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to work with. So yeah, I really do like this liner. I always have a hard time with this eye. So I'm struggling right now, but it's not because of the tip here. It's because it's awkward. Okay, and let's try this brown one too. I do want to use that. And what I'm going to do is place that on this outer corner here. Ooh, yeah, these are super, super creamy and very easy to work with. Hopefully you guys can see right there, but honestly, that is super, super nice. And again, very easy to work with. I know I sound like a broken record, but usually I can struggle with some makeup, and not that it's bad makeup. It's just that it's just not as easy as this. I mean, this is just making everything go so simple and fast. So, and then what I was thinking maybe with that black one here is go and put that on the, what is it, the waterline on the upper lid, and we will see if that really transfers. So I'm basically just going in between my lashes here, just very lightly, and we're going to see how long that lasts as well. Okay, these are very, very nice eyeliners. I'm super happy I purchased these. If it stays on my hand, I'll test it with some water at the end of the video. And if they are waterproof, I'm going to be very, very happy. Okay, so let's get into the complexion. Again, I already had the foundation. I believe I remembered loving this a lot, and I know I tested it, when I was going to go through the declutter. I was trying all my foundations, and I do remember I liked it because I kept it. And this is called the Complete Wear Foundation, Weightless, Full Coverage, and then Ultra Long Wear. And I got mine in the shade, it looks like 200 Bisque. So let's see how it does. I'm going to shake it up. How it does look on my skin if I have to change the shade or anything. Let's see. Yeah, it looks a little light. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of my Indeed Lab bronzing drops. Woo! And I'm just going to place that amount in there. Just mix it together. And this is just going to warm this up just a little bit. I do have some color going. See the difference right here? Yeah, it just lightened it up or darkened it up just enough. So yeah, this is very nice. It feels very creamy. And hopefully I don't get this all in my hair here. Okay, so I think I'm just going to start with this amount here. I could have probably deepened it up just a little bit more, but we can always darken that up with some bronzer. But as you can see, it blended out very quickly. It does feel like it almost dries down to like a more powdery finish. I don't think it did, but that's what it's kind of feeling like. or it's drying down pretty quickly. Okay, wish me luck up here that I don't get this all in my hair here. And it would not be shocking. I do that all the time. You guys have been here. It's probably more shocking if I don't get it in my hair. Okay, so let me take my 10 times mirror, get my sponge here, and see how everything looks. Yeah, it does feel like it kind of dries down quickly, but it's not like looking powdery in my pores at all. But it's definitely more of a, not a matte finish, but more just a natural finish. It's definitely not dewy. So if you don't like dewy foundations, you would really like this. But yeah, this is looking very pretty. Okay, so that looks very nice, looks very natural on the skin. I didn't go too overboard. And now let's go into the concealer. I did purchase a new concealer. I don't think I've ever tried Moira's concealer. And this one is called Lavish Creamy Concealer. And I got mine in the shade, I like the font here. Nice, bold, and big. I can see it perfectly. And I got mine in the shade 150 Oatmeal. So hopefully this isn't too light. This looks very, very light. Oh, boy, that is the only problem with purchasing online, but even in the stores, it's just so hard to find your shade. So, oh no, I think we're going to be good. Yeah, it just looks so much lighter in the tube here. So I'm just going to place about that much. I am going to lighten this area up just a little bit, and I always like placing just a little bit on my nose because that's where the product usually comes off the fastest. And I'm going to place these in my new fun wrinkle lines there. Always fun when you get new little lines. Okay, so this is actually a little bit more deeper than I thought. So you know what? I'm just going to let this sit here for, no, you know what? I can already tell it's starting to dry down. So I'm just going to blend this one out right away. And I'm using my BK Beauty. I love this concealer brush, and this is the 114. These are just so nice. So let's blend this out and see how it looks under the eye. So far, I think it's going to be good. I definitely don't think I would have to set this with powder just because the way it is drying down so fast. Yeah, now I'm just going to lightly blend that in here. I just feel like if I lighten up those little lines or from my frowny face here, that it just kind of brings them forward, that they're not as obvious. Okay, so is this my 10? No, this is my 10 times mirror. So let me see. Ooh, that doesn't look bad at all. And it is a little drier, which is, unusual that it doesn't look super crepey yet as for now. But yeah, I really like how that looks under my eyes. Okay, we are in business here. I'm liking how the complexion is looking. Okay, so now let's get into bronzer. I did purchase a new cream bronzer, and this one is called Stay Golden Cream Bronzer and Contour, and I got mine in the shade 250N. So it is a little smaller of packaging. Usually, with the bronzer, I just find like, I don't know, you get a bigger pan, so it's easier to go in with your brush, but this is the shade here, so hopefully that is not too deep. I love this clear packaging. I don't know. There's something about it. A lot of brands are doing it, and it's just so simple. You don't need a lot of fancy. I think this looks very elegant and nice, to tell you the truth. Anyway, this is the shade here, and let's see how creamy it is, how deep it is. So I placed quite a bit on there because I feel like this, ooh, again, very creamy, easy to blend. I mean, wow, I was not anticipating that. So far, the only thing I can really, well, there's a lot of things I can say, but the main thing that I want to point out is that their products are so simple to work with. It's like zero effort to apply any of these products right now. I'm not struggling. I'm not having to blend forever. It just, it's like applying itself. I honestly have not used makeup that is this easy to work with in a very, very long time. This makeup would be absolutely perfect for anybody really, but for beginners and um, someone just getting into makeup, teens. This would be absolutely perfect because it is so simple to work with. And I love the shade. This is really pretty. I was a little nervous, but it's actually more of a cool tone a shade. So again, if you like cool tone bronzers, this one is 250N. So it says neutral undertone for light to medium skin. So that is pretty accurate description. And I'm just going to place a little bit on the side of my nose here just to kind of add a little bit of a shape here. And I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just kind of tone that down. I don't want it to be too obvious. Okay, that is really pretty. I love how it did bronze the skin, and it almost added like a glow to my skin. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. This might be my new favorite cream bronzer. That is really nice. Okay, so for blush, I did get a cream blush, and I did want to use one of my powder blushes as well because they're super pretty. But this one is called the Soft Blush Balm, and I got mine in the shade 005. Oh my. Oh, yes, I had foundation in my hair. Yep, I knew I had to do it somewhere. It was all down in here. Okay, so this is what the blush looks like. It does remind me of something like maybe that Merit. So let's see what the shade looks like. I bet you could even put this on your lips as well. So I really love that shade. Let's see what it looks like on the cheek though. So I'm going to place quite a bit on my brush here and see how easy this one is to blend out. I'm telling you. Yeah, that is really a pretty, you guys seen. I was not shy with this. So, ooh, yeah, it is definitely buildable. And I feel like this is one that you could definitely put over a powder as well. So I mean, you guys look how fast and easy and simple that was. I mean, so pretty, beautiful, fast. Okay, this is very unusual when everything you try is just blowing you away. And so far, everything really is. Okay, so this is where things could go very bad quickly. I did get their loose setting powder, and this is called mattifying, lightweight oil control. So I am a little nervous about this one. And I just got mine in translucent. So I already opened this and took off the plastic because I struggle with my packaging. So let's try this out. I do like how it's shaped here. I do like that concept here. The only thing is like this here. There's another one that I have that's like this. I think it's like my Huda. It just makes it harder I don't know, put your brush in there. So what I end up doing in these situations is doing that and then just putting it right back in here. All right, so now I'm going to grab my BK, my favorite. This is the 104, super fluffy. So I'm going to place quite a bit on here and just kind of tap that out on the lid. And let's just start on the chin here, or my jawline, get most of the product off, because this is where a lot of my product will come off super fast too, because I'm constantly doing this. So I put a lot of product there. And now I'm just going to put a very light dusting over everything else and really get a little bit more and really buff that into the nose. I find that just helps with setting the makeup really good, and it makes it look less cakey. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, this is actually not bad for being mattifying. It doesn't look, it's not making my skin, look super dry and sucking all the moisture out. It's actually still has a glow somehow. Um, yeah, and it's almost really smoothing around here. It really smoothed out my pores. It's not accentuating my texture around my mouth. Okay, this is really good. This is where I thought things could go really bad. Now, I do have one of their powders too, and I haven't used this in a long time. And I remember just seeing like an ad over on Instagram on this, and it's called Moira, the Soft Focus Waterproof Setting Powder. Now, they sprayed water on it and it kind of beat it off. Let's see if that really happens. So I'm going to spray water on here. And it does kind of bead off. Yeah, it just beads right. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that claim is true as well. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, let me just take my tissue and get the rest of the water out. That is really amazing. And let's just take a little bit here. Oh, where's my brush? I just literally used it. Oh, well, we're going to have to use a different one. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and place that around the nose and just see how that works out. Okay, I will say placing water on it really, if you want a full coverage powder, that's going to do it. Yeah, the water kind of mixed into it and made it into almost like a foundation. So that's interesting. You could probably do that with this product. So yeah, not too shabby. So I don't think my makeup will be coming up too easy on my nose. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to play around with that. Okay, so I like the powder so far. And then, like I mentioned, I already had some blushes. So let's see which one would go best with this look. So this one here is called their Signature Ombre Blush in Soft Berry. So this is really pretty. From what I can remember with this one, though, it is super pigmented. And then I also got the shade Mellow Pink. So that is this here. So that's an option. And also I got here, it's called Bella Pink. So that is this. And my lid broke. I think this is too bright. So I'm debating between these two here. So I actually think I'm going to use this one. My eye is just leaning towards that. So I'm just going to take my stippling brush here and just use a very little. And I'm actually going to stay more on the lighter side because this one is super, super pigmented. So let's just start super light. And now I'm going to place a little bit of this like purple shade right here and just place that in the shadow here and just make everything look super seamless and blended and like it all kind of goes together. I went a little overboard there, but yeah, it looks really pretty though. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm glad I chose this shade. This is absolutely perfect with this look, I think. Okay, so then, like I mentioned, I did get some kind of shimmers. I don't even know what this is, to tell you the truth. Now, this is new over on their website. These are called Icy Glow Jelly Sticks. So it just says, yeah, I think you could use it as a highlighter. You can use it as, your shimmer. You can put it on your lips. And I got three different shades here. So we're going to try all three. I'm going to swatch all three. So this one here is in the shade 006, Gummy Grape. So let's see what this is. I'm super excited about these. Ooh, I like the packaging. It's just very, I don't know, it's small, cute, and bulky. So I don't know. I'm really weird with packaging. Oh, lovely. There is plastic on here. Hold on, this is going to take a few minutes. Okay, I thought of the word. It's very small and chubby. I love it. Again, this one is in gummy grape. So let's see what it looks like. Now, they did say to keep that here just because they are more like a jelly and they can dry out. So I'm just going to push it up and ooh, what the world? Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. So let's just swatch that and see. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. There is pink, purple, blue, silver, and I hope you guys are seeing that. That is absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then this one is called Rose Pop. So let's bring that up and see what it looks like. Ooh, that is so pretty, soft, and oh yeah, you definitely could use this one as a shimmer on your lid and also for a highlight possibly. Yeah, because it has a little bit of gold in it, has pink. Yeah, it is really, really pretty. And then the last shade I got here, this one is called, what is this? Toasted Caramels. That is beautiful. This is more like a bronze. Oh my gosh. And when I apply them on my skin, it feels like it's cooling. Yeah, oh my gosh, that one's super pretty as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't even know what to put on my lid because these are so stunning. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going to actually, oh, I know you guys are all screaming for this one. So let's do this. I can read you all like a book. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply this one with just going on the lid, and then the other eye, I will use a brush just to see the difference. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my gosh. And I think I'm going to use this in the inner corner. Hopefully I can get that. Ooh, that is a little harder. So let me just use my pinky here and see how that works out. And oh my gosh, you guys, these are absolutely stunning. I can't even take it. I truly can't. So let's see how they do apply with a brush. So I'm going to take a pretty dense brush here. I'm going to go into that first shade. I'm so excited, stumbling big time over my words. And let's see how it works with a brush. Yeah, you definitely get more color payoff using probably either your finger or just going directly on the lid, and you do not need a lot. I mean, you could really go intense with this and really build up on it, but I'm speechless. I'm truly, truly a speechless. So again, I took that soft pink one or the rose pop, and I am going to place that in the inner corner as well. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am obsessed, and I do not use that word very lightly. I truly, truly am. I mean, that is, I can't even, there's no words. They are absolutely stunning. So again, like they said, I am going to place all those caps back on here because I do not want these drying out. I want to keep these up forever. So pretty. Okay, I already curled my lashes. I can't stop looking at that shimmer. And I did get a new mascara as well. This is called the Extreme Fuller Lashes. It just says a clean beauty, intense volume and length mascara. So let's try this out. And of course, I just got mine. It's called the Blackest Black. So this says, it's tubing. It's a tubing mascara. Oh, I'm so excited because tubing mascaras just remove so easily. They usually never flake or smear, and yeah, they are really nice. Flake free, sweat proof, and a smudge proof. I don't know about sweating your eyelashes, but okay. But anyway, this is the packaging here. Super simple, just pink. And let's see the brush. And yeah, just looks like a regular brush here. So let's go into the lashes. And I do not want this messing up that beautiful shimmer. Now, I will say with tubing mascaras, usually, again, they flick away very easy too. And like I said, it comes off really easy. Okay, and a lot of times too, a tubing mascara is super wet out of the tube when you first open it, and this one isn't. It's grabbing the lashes, but I definitely feel 2 coats will be necessary. So let's just see, but the brush is very easy to work with. I will say that. I'm not intimidated by it, and I don't feel like it's too bulky where I would poke my eye out. So that is just a few strokes there. So yeah, it's okay so far. Maybe the second coat will bring a different perspective on it. But yeah, right now it is just okay. So what I'll do is go off camera, do my 2 coats because I am super messy with my mascara and I take forever. So I'll do the 2 coats, come back, and I'll show you what it does. But yeah, so far, this is what it does. Okay, so that is 2 coats. I will say the second coat, it took on a whole new entity. You know, it really beefed up the lashes. So definitely a second coat is needed. But yeah, that is a really, really nice. It was super, super easy, again, to work with. We're going to see how easily it does flick off because I do have some spots here where I made a mess on the side of my nose here. So yeah, it does flick away pretty easy, not as easy as some tubing mascaras, but at least it's not smearing and I don't feel like I'm going to have to redo my eyeshadow. So yeah, just other tubing mascaras does flick away, I think, just a little bit more easily. So, but yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, so I just have a couple more products to test out. All right, let's try. I do have a new setting spray by them. I love setting sprays. I will say it over and over again. I think it is so important to use a setting spray. It just, I don't know, if you use a lot of powders, it just kind of melts that into your skin. Also, it does really help keep your makeup lasting throughout the day. And it just, I don't know, it just gives that finishing touch to your makeup. And this one is called the Micro Dot Setting Spray. It's an oil control. It has retinol and hyaluronic acid in it. Ooh, herbal and floral extract. So very nice. So it's, you know, nice for your skin. Has some skincare benefits in it. So it seems, is this it's an aerosol aerosol spray, but I don't know. It sounds like there's something in it. Oh, interesting. Well, let's give it a try and see how it applies on the skin. Oh, ooh, that is so refreshing. It has a really nice scent to it too. It's not overpowering. It's just very refreshing. Oh, clean is the only thing I can think of. It just has a very clean scent to it. So now I'm going to spray my sponge just a little bit, and I'm going to set my under eyes. Now, I will say, with it being an aerosol, it does dry really quickly. So I find like to apply it on my sponge is just a little bit more difficult, but I mean, honestly, I think I can handle that because I really do like how refreshing the scent of that. That is really, really nice. So, of course, I will keep you guys posted how this lasted throughout the day, the makeup, all of that. Hopefully, I can come back and do like a little, it's going to be too long of a video, so maybe I'll just put like a, I don't know, end of the night picture or video somewhere in here so you guys can see what the makeup looks like. But, ooh, I really did enjoy that a lot. Okay, so let's hurry up and finish off this eye look. Let's go into, let's do the green. Let's just get crazy here and place a little bit of color into this look. So I'm going to go into the more tealish green shade in this palette and place that on the lower lash line just to be a little fun. Oh, I'm glad I did that. That is super pretty. Okay, and then I did get a new lip product here. This is the Maxi Pout Lip Gloss. And I got mine in the shade, looks like just pouty. And I think it will appear really pretty with the Rave Beauty Fig Shade Lip Liner. So let's use that, my new favorite lip liner. And I'm just going to put a really light coat of this and just feather that down. Yeah, her lip liners are so easy to work with. You're seeing how quickly I just lined my lips. Okay, so let's go into this Maxi Pout. And this is what it looks like. Pretty shade, cute applicator. And, it has a pleasant scent to it. And I don't know, it's not sweet or anything. It just, again, it's just a really nice, pleasant scent. Not overpowering either. That looks really pretty. And now we're going to go crazy. Now we're going to go crazy. I have to place this over it. So which one do we want to do? Let's do the grape one was super pretty, but I think that's going to be a little much. So we're going to go into, I think it was called like soft pink or something, rosy pink. So that is the shade. And I'm just going to place a little bit on. This is just so fun. It's just very gel-like. And I'm just going to, do you guys see what it did? Do you not see what that just did? Oh my gosh. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. I truly, truly am. I'm even going to take a little bit on my finger and place that on. I have just found my new favorite thing makeup wise. I haven't been this excited with a product in so long, but this is just so versatile. You could do so much with it. Oh, I have one more product. I did get a brow gel. It's called the Ultimate Styling Brow Gel, and I just got mine in the shade a dark brown. So this is supposed to, let's see, has biotin. Ooh, that's good, to help with the growth of the hair. Helps make hair fuller and thicker, non-sticky, non-white cast, and lamination effect. So let's get this. That sounds exciting. A biotin is really good for your hair. So let's see the wand on this. And oh, it comes out. Let me just show you. Do you see that? Wow. Yeah, that is very, very interesting. I've never seen that in a eyebrow gel before. Ooh, I like the brush. It's grabbing the lashes. Wow. Yeah, it really grabs the lashes or eyebrows really good. Ooh, I like that. And I will let you know if it became sticky, if my eyebrows fell later. Ooh, I really like this. I can tell a lot. So, it will add a lot to your brows here. I will say that. So I have to tame that down a little bit, but ooh, so far so good. Yeah, I'll let you know if it became super sticky or flaky, if my eyebrows fell. So this is the final look of the makeup. I am in love with just everything. Thank you so much, you guys, for having me pull this out of the bag. This does not need to be decluttered ever. Yeah, I need to keep that. Okay, let's test this, what is this, eyeliner really quick, just see if it is waterproof. So again, I have all three shades. This is the brown and this is the black. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to tell everybody because I cannot believe that more people are not talking about their makeup. I am so impressed by everything I tested today. The only thing that was just okay for me was the mascara. And honestly, it's not horrible. Like I said, that second coat really beefed them up. And I'm going to let you know if it keeps my lashes curled throughout the day. But if I just had to say something, I don't know, not raving about everything. Yeah, that's the only thing. I'm even going to tell you, I like this concealer under my eyes, which I am a little shocked by because at first I was like, because it is a drier formula, I'm like, oh, it's going to start looking, no, it almost like melted literally into the under eye. I really love this. I love the foundation. Oh, you guys know how obsessed I am with these little jelly things. And yeah, and so far, ooh, I think that's going to be a really nice eyebrow gel. I love the setting spray. Everything, you guys. I mean, you're just seeing how effortlessly everything applied. This bronzer is just beautiful. It's not over the top. It was just everything, and I love it so. I had the funnest time playing with makeup. I haven't had this much fun in so long and haven't been this excited in so long. So I have zero regrets with spending any kind of money on this makeup because it is worth every penny and it's super, super affordable. All right, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. Honestly, if you're going to buy anything, I would go get these right away because they are absolutely stunning. All right, you guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please like and share it. It truly, truly helps me out. I can't wait to see you guys again. I love you so much. And until next time.